Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about the GMAT, the General Management Test. And the GMAT has been around for quite some time, I believe 1956 or something like that. And it is used by institutions all over the world to assess your kind of logic, how strong your logic is, and how you use it. And the test uses mathematics, and English, verbal, to assess your knowledge, to assess the strength of your logical thinking. And that's a very strong parameter used by business schools to let you pursue an MBA in one of them. Okay? So the GMAT score is very, very important. Nowadays, you are seeing some schools, not many, but some schools waiving the need for the GMAT and saying they're going to have a more holistic approach on the applications and blah, blah, blah. But very soon, even those 6, 7, 10 schools are going to come back to demanding a GMAT score, because it makes it a lot simpler for them in choosing the candidates. Okay? And that's the reason you're going to have to take the GMAT. And even in schools that are waiving the need for the GMAT, the candidates, the applicants who have a strong GMAT score, who have forgotten about the possibility of waiving and have studied and taken the test and scored 700 or above, or even 680 and above, okay, will have preference. Nobody's going to tell you that, but that's what's going to happen. Okay? That is what is going to happen. It is what it is. So study for the GMAT, get ready for the GMAT, take a very high grade, possibly above 700. That's what we do here at TPC, Test Preparation Consulting. We prepare students to take the GMAT and excel in the GMAT. So you don't have to worry about that when you do your application for the MBA schools. Okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit about the test in terms of how it's divided. It's divided in 4 sections. 2 of them do not count for the overall grade. Why do they have it? Mystery. They have a lot of explanations, but none of them really explain anything. I mean, why would you have something in a test that's not going to count for the overall grade? But they do. 4 sections. One section is called the integrated reasoning questions. You have 12 questions about multi-source reasoning and graphs, interpretation, table analysis, and you have 30 minutes to answer 12 questions. And the questions are big. There's a lot of stuff that you have to think about and figure out. They're very simple, but there are many aspects. There are many things that you have to pay attention to. Okay? So, integrated reasoning, 12 questions, 30 minutes. Then you have the analysis, the essay. Analysis of an argument. Analysis of an argument is when you get a conclusion and you have to explain why you think that conclusion is not correct. Okay? You have to give the reasons and examples, showing that the conclusion that's presented in the text doesn't make any sense at all. That is how you do the analysis of an argument essay. They give you 30 minutes for that. Both the integrated reasoning and the essay scores and grades do not count for the overall grade of the GMAT. Okay? All right. Now we go to this two sections that do count. First, verbal. It's how you work, understand, and see solutions for the English part. In the verbal section, you have three different sections within. One is sentence correction, where you see a sentence and it may or may not have problems in the underlined part of the sentence, and you have 5 answers, A, B, C, D, E, to try to figure out which one is correct. Again, the verbal part has 3 sections. The 3 are sentence correction, critical reasoning, and reading comprehension. In sentence correction, you have a sentence that's partly underlined, 5 answers, A, B, C, D, E, and you have to figure out which one is the correct one. Then you have critical reasoning. The name says it all. How you analyze a thought that is presented. You have a text, sometimes you have a conclusion, and the question wants you to answer if that's what they're saying it is, if you disagree, how you disagree, what you can bring more to what they're saying, and so on and so forth. How do you analyze what the text is saying? So, how do you think critically about that subject? Okay? Again, A, B, C, D, E. And then you have reading comprehension. The name says it all. You have to read the text and answer the questions on the text about what's written in the text. Okay? The text remains on the page, on the internet, on your computer all the time. It doesn't go away. So the answer is written in the text. The question is about what's written in the text, and the text is all the time in front of you. It shouldn't be very hard, but people have a lot of difficulty in doing it because they don't know the procedure. They don't know the manner in which to do it. And that's what we teach here at TPC. Okay? So these are the 3 sections of the verbal part. Sentence correction, critical reasoning, and reading comprehension. And then you have the quantitative part, the math part. The math part, oh, by the way, the verbal part has 36 questions, okay? And the math part has 32. And what do you want to do in the math part? It's basically high school math. It's not very complicated, but the problem is the time that you have to do it. They give you 2 minutes for each question, and that kind of question usually takes between 6 and 10 minutes for everybody to do it. So you have to learn the procedure. You have to learn how to go faster in doing those questions. Okay? The math part is divided into 2 types of questions. Problem solving, the name says it all. You have a problem, you have a lot of calculations to do to get to the answer, and data sufficiency, which is a logic kind of test. They give you numbers and ask you what is the relationship, what's the best relationship. They give you 2 indicators, And the questions are, is one indicator alone right? You need both of them to be right, and so on and so forth. You know the drill. Okay? So that's logic. You don't have a lot of numbers to deal with. Okay? And the total grade, the total score of the GMAT is 800. If you score 200, that means 0. 200 equals 0. Okay? 800 means 100%. We at TPC prepare you to take more than 700. 700 is the minimum. So you have nothing to worry about when you do your application. Okay? You can take the GMAT more than once. You can take it 5 times in a 12-month period. And nowadays you can take it 16 days after having taken one. Okay? It used to be 30, now it's 16. Okay? Just for your information, this whole video is in English because all of you, all over the world, whoever's listening to me now, must know English to take the test. So, were I to speak in Portuguese, it would make it very simple. But I want you people to realize that you must know English before you come to the test. Okay? If you don't know English, first study English and then come take the test. Okay? You must know English. You don't have to have very advanced English, but you must know English. Okay? Okay, people, that was a GMAT. If you want to contact me, DM me at TPC, Test Preparation Consulting, on Instagram. TPC, Test Preparation Consulting on Instagram. You can DM me over there. Or you can talk to me via WhatsApp. 5521 987 666666. Again, WhatsApp 5521 987 666666. Okay? I hope you enjoy. Put a like over there. You know, subscribe to the channel, because you're going to have information about the GMAT, about the GRE, about the IELTS, about the TOEFL, about the SAT, about the ACT, and all the universities that have courses in MBA, LLM, that's the Master in International Law, and also colleges. All information about colleges and the SAT and what you have to do. So every day there's going to be a new video, maybe more than one. Okay? So subscribe to TPC Test Preparation Consulting and follow us for information, new information every day. Okay?